Hey there guys, how are you? So in this video, I'm going to be reviewing The Revenant. So The Revenant tells the true story of Hugh Glass, who is being left for dead by his hunting team during this fight for survival. It's up to Hugh. Well, Hugh gets really pissed off about that, so he goes out of his way to go on a quest seeking his revenge pretty much on these men for pretty much leaving him there to die, as well as his son. The thing that I loved the most about The Revenant was the location it was filmed on. There was just natural lighting effects like using sun, fire, even the winter itself. There were no movie studio lighting effects whatsoever. The entire project was being filmed in a real location in a real forest. And that just made the experience so much more enthralling. Plus, there's a lot of snow in this movie, which is pretty awesome. I have to give full credit to Alejandro, the Iñárritu, for this magnificent work that he did. He did an amazing job with this, for sure. Yeah, so Alejandro, he also directed Birdman, which was one of my favorite movies of 2014. In fact, it was my favorite movie of 2014. Yeah, I love that movie so much. It was so awesome. But yeah, Alejandro, great job with this. So, yeah. So the scene where Hugh gets mauled by a grizzly bear is very graphic and very hard to watch for sure. And I was really disturbed by it. This scene was being filmed on one take, which is very impressive. Seriously, my first reaction to this long continuing shot was, oh my goodness, this shot is still going, and it's not going to end anytime soon. Wow. That scene just looked too real, and I was really surprised that they actually allowed that scene in theaters. It looked too hard to watch, and it just looked too real. Even though I've heard online that it was actually a CGI bear, but I'm not quite sure of it. Maybe it's just someone kind of, throwing it out there, but I don't know for sure. So, yeah. Let's talk about Leonardo DiCaprio for a second here. Leonardo DiCaprio is amazing as Hugh Glass. I mean, you can really feel his pain and what he was going through. Most of his dialogue, in fact, wasn't even in English. It was actually in a different language, and some of it was in English, for sure. But for the most part, yeah, it was definitely in a different language. So, yeah. And Tom Hardy, oh my gosh! I mean, the first time I saw this guy, I didn't even know this guy was Tom Hardy at first because, like he was just playing this character so well that I couldn't even tell it was Tom Hardy at first, and he pulled off this character John really well. He was such a douche, and if you see the movie, you'll probably know what I'm talking about. Yeah, this guy was so douchey, and he was very mean. Yeah, I also thought that Will Pullman was great, like in here as well. From the writing, from the directing, from the cinematography, and like, I mean, these eyes just really impressed me by the cinematography and all the lighting effects, and the visuals looked stunning, and all the snowy. I love snow in movies. If you guys don't know already, but yeah, I love snow in movies. They're so amazing. Now, The Revenant is not a perfect film. There are some pacing issues here and there, to an extent, but it doesn't really hinder the experience all that often. So overall, The Revenant has great true storytelling that will keep the viewer invested into the characters throughout a majority of the lifetime. Yeah, so it's not quite a flawless movie, but I'm still going to give it an A-. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. Let me guys know what you guys thought of The Revenant down below in the comment section. Really would love to know your thoughts. Take it easy, guys, and take care, everyone.